welcome to my channel, Lanie's World. Today we're going to make a rice pot bonnet. So we're gonna need scissor, tape measure, garter. There's two types of garter, one bigger size and one smaller one. Pins, paper for pattern. You can use any paper, whatever is available. And of course a pen to write it or to mark your pattern. Material, any material you can have, whatever you wish to use. Sewing machine, and of course your pot that you're gonna measure the circumference to do your bonnet. For those who doesn't have sewing machine, you can always stitch by hand because this is very easy process. And we're gonna start sewing. Alright, before we start sewing, we're gonna make our pattern first. So you have to measure the circumference of your pot and then add 2 inches on the circumference. So this one is 17 inches. 17 inches the circumference, so I add 2 inches, so it is like 19 inches. Alright, so this is how you measure the circumference all the way from the end to the other end. So that is 19 inches plus 2 inches, so 17 inches plus 2 inches. So it's gonna be 19 inches. 19 inches. And then I'm gonna make an extra pad at the bottom. I take the measurement of that, or you can just draw the line and get the bottom part. And this is gonna be your bottom part. And I have an extra material for that. So what we do, we fold this paper half and fold another half, so it's like quarter. So you take your 19 inches measurement and then divide it to another half, 4 7 centimeter. So 4 7 centimeter. 4 inches and 7 centimeters. So that's gonna be here 4 inches and 7 centimeter, as well as on the other side 4 inches and 7 centimeter. 5, 6, 7. So there you go. Measure both ends and then put your measurement in the middle. 4 inches and 7 centimeter, and measure all the way from the corner to the top, and then repeat on this side. So what you're doing is you're marking the measurement of the edges, 4 and 7 centimeter. So and then you just connect the dot all the way to the end. So that's how you make your diameter or the circumference of your pot. So then we just have to cut it. And there it is. That's your circumference. So we'll do the same thing with the material. Fold it to half and fold another half, and then you just put this on the top. And then mark it. Put a pin so when you cut it, it's steady. So you got that part, and now we're gonna do this part. This is the bottom part, or I would say the pad for the Bonnet. The reason I'm using this, or I'm adding this pad, it's because, you know, when you put your rice pot on the table and it's hot, you know, it's better for if you're using or the reason why I'm adding pad on the bonnet is just to add additional so this is gonna be your pad, or this is gonna be the pad for the bonnet, the bottom part. So this is all good, and now we're going to start sewing. All right, now we're gonna start sewing. I took the middle part of the big circle and the middle part of the small circle, and then I just pin it so I can start sewing the side of the circle. So I'm using zigzag, and then all you have to do is just stitch your circle all the way to the other end. There you go. You just have to take your time to stitch all the way through, because it's not a straight line. Okay, there you go. I got the end part, so I'm done with the circle. So I'm gonna stitch the small garter to the edges of the circle. Again, I'm gonna use zigzag stitch, but for those who doesn't have a sewing machine, you know, you can just pull a little bit the garter while you're stitching, so it will create gathering on the material. So you just have to be, you know, careful and slowly, because while you are stitching, you are also pulling the garter at the same time. You see how it looks like? There's little gathering over there. So you just have to stitch all the way to the other end. I missed that part. So you see, that's what I'm saying. When you stitch this part, you just have to take your time, because what happened is I missed the fabric at the bottom, then I have to redo it again. There you go. So I'm redoing it. So you just have to stitch all the way to the end. Now I'm going to stitch my other garter, the larger garter or the wider garter on the top. So I'm using again a zigzag. At the same time I'm stitching, I'm pulling the garter. So you just have to make sure that you're pulling it evenly all the way through. So you just have to help at the back when you're pulling the back so it wouldn't get stuck. So just stitch all the way to the other end. So now I reach to the other end of the garter. Alright, here's my finished product. This is a medium-sized rice cooker pot. This is a small one. And this is extra small, which I just did today. And this is the Asian pot. This is mostly the pot that they're using in Philippines. And I improvised this with Bonnet because it looks nicer, and sometimes when they go outside and picnic outside, they carry this pot with them. So I think it's nice to have a cover. It looks nicer, at the same time it keeps the rice warm. So this is our project and hope you enjoy watching it. Bye!